Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Breeze's Saints going up against Brady's Patriots. So with that, let's get up to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the New England Patriots. Hello, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and partner, our long national nightmare is over. After 6 months away, we're back to playing football.
And this is way better than Watergate, isn't it? Now we get to have some fun. Watch the veterans. They'll play a little bit. We know that. But the big thing, this new crop of rookies and young guys, they get their chance to take the field and earn their spot.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And they're led out by their 4-time Super Bowl winning quarterback in his 17th season now for Michigan. It's Tom Brady.
If you want to see a guy who absolutely loves the game of football work, try and see Tom Brady at practice. It is absolutely fascinating. When he's not on the field with the offense, he's off on another field doing individual drills, staying sharp, staying in shape. This is a guy who says he wants to play 10 more years. He certainly works like it.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Let's discuss this offense now, and Julian Edelman, very good player.
Has really developed into a terrific slot receiver, and a lot of times he would be the primary receiver. Still mad coming out of college that he's not a quarterback in the NFL. He takes it out on the opposing defenses.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Looking sideline, incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And it's possible that today the most important group could be the linebackers.
Yeah, the second level, as we like to call them, right? Defensive front has to control things, but the linebackers, they do more than clean up. They help create big plays.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Brady gives now to Blount. Stays on his feet, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
Second down following the run. Again, here's Blunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Throwing on first down is Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, 54 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And for Tom Brady, after a little bit of a rocky offseason, he's back in the saddle. Here we go again, first touchdown pass of the season.
And I don't think there's any player in the league that turns rocky into smooth better than Tom Brady. Because when it's all said and done, he's always ready to play and play at a high level. Really no surprise what we saw there, and we know we're going to see plenty more of it as the season moves on.
I thought you were going to say turns Rocky into Rocky Road. That was my favorite ice cream.
That makes 2 of us, because that's what we're going to do after this game.
Well, he does make everything smooth, though, and that's the first TD again of the season for Brady. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
And when you think of Drew Brees, you think of production, and you think of competitiveness. That guy competes on every snap, whether he's throwing it, moving around in the pocket, calling plays, you name it, he knows how to rally a team.
They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and 10, here's Brees. Caught right side at Snead. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. All right, let's introduce you to the starters. C.J. Spiller is the man that we discussed, the running back.
I love watching him play, Brandon. Can run it, can catch it, can return it. You give him just a little bit of space, you've got trouble on your hands if you're a defensive player.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Ready. You ready? Break it down. Break it down, fellas. Break it down.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
Fresh set of downs here. Ingram again, a first down carry. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
Dante Hightower is a guy who can play the run with the best of anyone in the league, but he'll fool you a little bit in pass coverage. Not so bad there as well.
They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And ready for 3rd and 6. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And the first carry for the former Clemson Tigers, C.J. Spiller. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll begin here with Blunt. A strong running. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run again with Blunt. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got Bennett. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Have we yet met a receiver that wasn't excited about getting a chance to play with Tom Brady?
Absolutely not.
And Martellus Bennett bringing his considerable skills to New England now. Going to hook up with Mr. Brady for another completion here.
Yeah, 90 catches a couple years ago in Chicago. 53 last year for Bennett. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he dumps it off to Blunt. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Brady to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the 1st quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Now a carry for Blunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Blunt, the lone running back. And they'll give it to him here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Shotgun now for Brady. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he's brought down after a good game. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Screen pass to Blunt. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 7-0 is our score, and we'll return to Foxborough after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. The veteran Nate Washington, the man he was looking for. And it'll be second and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Dion Lewis, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The point after try for Gostkowski. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. On the return, here's C.J. Spiller. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And they'll begin this drive with C.J. Spiller. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down and just 1. First throw now for the backup McCown. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
Play clock winding down. Now a man who sat out 3 seasons. This is Tim Hightower. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
McCown to throw on second down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They come out here in the eye.
Check Patriot. No. Check Patriot.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now they'll throw with McCown. Wide open receiver complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be third down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. from the gun on third. McCown. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And tough starting field position here. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They try again with Lewis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to go to Aaron Dobson that time. And that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll take it at the 42. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. They run with Hightower. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on that run. And while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
From midfield, here's McCown. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. One receiver left, two to the right.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
The count now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Let's go. Green 39.
On second down, here's McCown. And he's got it. Coleman. Touchdown, Saints. Brandon Coleman, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints are back within a score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Here's Connor Barth for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Four down. All right, here we go.
Garoppolo now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down. 13 yards there on the pickup. And that's good for a New England first down.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. Hey. Let's go. 3-19.
Garoppolo. Finding time. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Hey, check. Let's go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Caught, left side, Bennett. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left.
Alert. 3 down. Here we go now. 3-19.
Back to throw again. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Murphy. And there's a flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
But they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Ten yards still left on second down. McCown again on 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Brandon Coleman was the intended target. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
So a second down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Throwing is McCown on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing on first is McCown. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before half from McCown. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. Both teams have arguably played well enough to be leading at this point, but you see the score and realize this one may very well come down to the wire. All right, let's get it going. Let's roll those first half highlights. Here early in the first. Tight coverage here, but the completion is made, and this play will go for 6. Patriots is up now by 7. Late in the first quarter, Hogan's found on the quick pass, and he'll end up picking up 28 yards on the play. Patriots have it later on the drive. Lewis is going to take off here, and he'll go in for the score. That puts them on top by 14. Now 2nd and 8. Coleman's got the catch over the middle. And this will go all the way for a touchdown, cutting the deficit to 7. So that's it for us. We'll go back now under the lights for the second half of this Thursday night matchup.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, a little 360.
Oh,
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Another pistol look here. And the play clock's running down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Time running out here on the play clock. To throw, it's McCown. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, McCown. He finds Coleman. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go,
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
On 1st down, McCown. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to the air on 2nd down. McCown. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They come out here in the eye. McCown throwing on 2nd. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Boom,
And they'll go on the ground. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that... one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And Bart puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Spinning past him. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Holding offense. Still first down.
Garoppolo now. He's got time in the pocket. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
Here we go.
Garoppolo finds his receiver, Nate Washington. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third. They got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Second down following the run. Again, it's Lewis. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dion Lewis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. It's good, and it's 21-10. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. On the return, here's Marcus Murphy. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And making their way back out there now, the Patriots defense. And they did well down near the goal line last time, forcing him to settle for a short field goal.
And in today's day and age, settling for a field goal of that distance is amazing. You can get 3 points now, where it's going to give you only 1 point for the extra point, which will be a little bit longer. But they have to feel fantastic about only giving up 3 in that situation. It could have been so much worse.
Yeah, could have. Now can they carry that over?
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Second down now after the pass completion. Now Grayson. It's Hill, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Grayson now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Outside, they're playing press coverage.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain here down to the 22. A gain of 3, second down.
some of the most unselfish players on any football team? Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Let's go!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Well, the Patriots gearing up to go now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. 4 down.
They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
This is Lewis. And he is. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Eight yards still remaining here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got time. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And right now I take my rudimentary kindergarten skills and draw where the tackle box would be, because that was close. I thought he was in the tackle box. He has to be very careful where he gets rid of the football from that spot.
Yeah, they say there was a receiver in the area, though.
Yeah. There's always a receiver in the area.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Murphy now to return. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Here we go. Leopard.
Play clock winding down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this will be caught at the 30. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll set up to throw, letting one go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Looks like they wanted to stay in attack mode after breaking off that nice chunk on their first play. They decided to heave it downfield on this one.
Yeah, that first play, though, successful. Try number 2. Unsuccessful. Getting late in the fourth now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Now Grayson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the red zone now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come. Yeah,
without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And an alley to run. And the cutback to the sideline.
Whoosh.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run with Lewis. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, certainly a tough loss here, but they've got to move on. I mean, you have another opponent next week. You dwell on this one, it hurts you the following week.
That's where the 24-hour rule comes into play, win or lose for all teams. Either enjoy the win for 24 or reflect on the loss for 24, then put it aside and move forward.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
you